You may recall footage of a burst oil well in the Nenets autonomous area, which was broadcast some months ago. The leak lasted for several days, and authorities have just finished a probe into the incident and the ensuing clean-up operation.
Prime Time's Igor Piskunov has the details for us. Igor, what are the details, what are the results of the probe?
Well, the company has said that the problem was with the equipment of the oil well, specifically with its tubing rings. They haven't yet announced the names of those people directly responsible, but they have already fired 2 senior managers and even environmentalists, specifically World Wildlife Fund Russia. They say that they're impressed by how quickly the company was able to hold this investigation, which is, according to them, really unusual in the industry, in Russia's oil industry. But just to remind you, on April 20th, a huge fountain of oil blasted from the ground, 25 meters high. It took around 2 days to contaminate the area, to contain rather the area. And when it comes to the estimates of the damage to the environment, the figures are different. The company says it was around 5,000 square meters. Environmentalists say it could be up to 42,000 square meters. But they also do say that fortunately there was still snow and ice at the scene of the emergency, plus it happened on land. So all these factors kind of helped lower the damage to the environment, thankfully.
It looks like a real nightmare for ecologists. I would have thought they were concerned about this area even when things were pretty good by our, if we're looking at it through our eyes. What's their reaction been?
Well, first of all, there's always attention to these sort of things since, unfortunately, oil spills are not very unusual for the oil spill in Russia. Secondly, when it comes to the Trebs oil deposit, which is thought to be the second largest undeveloped oil deposit in Russia, this could only be the beginning of oil production there. So in order to prevent future oil spills, much attention is needed, and of course, from the environmentalists as well, and from the state, which has been monitoring the situation, which is also very important because this region is often called the threshold to the Arctic, and environmentalists say that if oil gets into the water, that's when there's a really big problem, because also late in April, another part of Russia in southeast Siberia, an oil spill in the water affected around 80,000 people who were basically left without fresh water, even though around 2,000 tons of oil got there. So that's why a lot of attention is needed to the Arctic region, which is strategic. Russia is planning to develop and continue developing it in the future. And so hopefully they will be able to contain these sorts of oil spills from happening again.